Welcome to another episode of the Blitz. I will be your host, once again, Bryan Greer. And today I will be recapping the Cowboys preseason opener against the San Diego Chargers, losing 17-7. Well, that time of the year is back. Preseason football. And this was definitely preseason football, which resembled nails to a chalkboard and a tire fire. The Cowboys seem to have absolutely nothing going on offense. And I mean zero. You had in the first half, on the first drive, they were driving down the field, looked like they had some momentum and some rhythm going, and Travis Frederick snapped the ball out of nowhere to Brandon Weeden, which he was not ready for, and fumbled the ball and got the Chargers right into the game, scoring right off the bat 7-0. And then, also in the first half, you had Lucky Whitehead, who was trying to replace Dwayne Harris as the punt returner on this team, fumble the ball after a nice return. This game right here was very hard to watch, as most preseason games are very hard to watch. Actually, Brandon Weeden completing 4 or 5 of his passes actually looked pretty good. But, like I said, there's too many mistakes, which is expected the first game of the preseason. Now, I would like to give some kudos to Gus Johnson, who didn't have a lot of holes to run through, but seemed to have a lot of second and third efforts after contact. And very much so seemed to just run with a lot of passion, I believe, even though he only finished with 35 yards, but did get a touchdown, and that was a very nice run on that touchdown to tie the game 7-7 in the second quarter. I would also like to give some kudos to Byron Jones, who held his own in the first quarter. And I believe on a catch that one of the receivers that was not named Antonio Gates made for the Chargers was pushed off. It should have been a penalty on the offense. But I believe he is very promising and really held his own in this game. Also, giving credit to Randy Gregory in this game, finishing with 2 tackles and a sack. I think this kid is going to be phenomenal. This is an absolute steal for the Cowboys, and he proved it tonight right off the bat in the first preseason game. Also, I would like to give credit to the defensive end, LeVar Edwards, having 3 tackles and a sack. He was all over the field tonight making plays, trying to make this team. The defense was solid all around. Really, 14 of those points you can attribute to Cowboys turnovers that the Chargers scored on and really put the defense in a hole. So I really only attribute 3 points of the 17 that the Chargers scored to the Cowboys defense, because they stifled the run. They were great in pass defense and really just played a very smooth game, in my opinion. Offense, like I said, very up and down. That second half was torture to watch. Absolute torture. Every time the Cowboys would have some kind of momentum, they would just either have a drop pass or something just would not go right. A missed assignment by the offensive line. It was just a tire fire on offense. And 81 for the Cowboys, I don't know your name because your dreads were covering your name. You might want to catch a pass if you want to make this team, because you did a fantastic job at trying to get cut tonight. 2 passes, 0 catches. Targeted to you. So 81, I would suggest you actually try to catch the ball next time, because you had 2 passes directed towards you right in your chest and you dropped both. So I think that 81 needs to pick it up. If you saw that game, you know 81 needs to pick it up. If anybody knows 81's name, please let me know, because, yeah, he's doing a great job right off the bat without making this team. Also, like to give kudos to Jamil Showers. Looked very good out there. Really ran the offense well. Seemed to have a very nice rhythm passing game. Also, when receivers were not open, he seemed to be able to run with the ball very well, having 2 rushes for 18 yards. looked very smooth. Dustin Vaughn was actually the best of all three quarterbacks tonight, completing 12 of 18 passes for 106 yards. And really should have had a touchdown pass, but as I said, the receivers tonight, since Dez was not out there, seemed to show that how much this team needs Dez. Terrence Williams was nice in the first quarter, but once he went out, it was a severe drop-off. Now, Devin Street did have 5 catches, I believe. He looked very well. But besides Devin Street, this team just did not catch the ball. And just seemed to lack focus from the receiving corps. So I hope that they can find a little depth at receiver in case Dez does get dinged up, or Terrence Williams, or Cole Beasley. But they have got to fix this running back situation, because Joseph Randle was out, Lance Dunbar was out. They had Lacy Strunk out there in the second half, and he didn't do much either. I just don't know. They have to find the preseason the solution to running back. You cannot wait until the middle of the season to fix this, because losing DeMarco Murray is a big deal. I know there's people that think it's not, but it is. So I believe going into the second game of the preseason, the Cowboys have to have Joseph Randle in there, Lance Dunbar, and Darren McFadden. You've got to get these guys in there. Guys you had in there today were just really replacement filler guys who are not going to be starters. And it proved to be the case. So, with that being said, I would love to hear guys' thoughts on the Cowboys preseason opener against the Chargers. Do you think that LeVar Edwards can make the teams? What guys were you really impressed by out there, and who did you think really stood out? Also, Lucky Whitehead, want to know what your guys' thoughts about him trying to place Dwayne Harris in the punt and kick return. Do you think he looked good tonight? Do you think the fumble's going to cost him a spot on this team if he continues to do that? And also, want to know your guys' thoughts on Randy Gregory, his performance tonight. So, with all that being said, as always, go to your guys a comment, like, and subscribe to Unrivaled Multimedia. And as always, until the next episode of Blitz, take it easy.